Well, hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Christy and I'm making falafel today. That's right, falafel. Now, if you don't know what it is a chickpea fritter that is deep fried and it is delicious. Now, it originated in the Middle East. It is a very common street food in many Middle Eastern countries. It is just so yummy. Now, I'm excited to share this recipe with you. I've got all my ingredients here on my counter, but I'm just gonna go over them with you as I make them. But the full recipe will be in the description box below. But we've gotta get started because it's time to get cooking. So to my food processor, I'm going to add 1 can of chickpeas that I have drained and rinsed and dried. Now this is controversial, guys. A lot of people swear that you have to use fresh, and you can do that. Just let your chickpeas soak for 24 hours. But I know if you're like me, sometimes you don't have that much time. And I have found that canned chickpeas work fine for me. Then I'm going to add 1/2 of a red onion that I have chopped, 1/2 of a cup of chopped parsley, and 1/4 of a cup of fresh cilantro. Then I'm going to mince 3 garlic cloves. Then I have 1 teaspoon of ground cumin and 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground coriander. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, then I'm going to just give this a few pulses with my food processor. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle in some flour. Now this is 4 tablespoons of flour. I'm just adding a little bit at a time. I don't want to add it all at once because I want it to just have enough flour to bind it together so that I can form balls. Add a little bit more. Now you can use chickpea flour if you want to use that. Keep it gluten-free. All right, so that's what we're looking for. We don't want it to be too floury, just enough that we can make balls. All right, so my mixture is ready. I've got a baking tray here that I've lined with parchment paper, and I'm literally just going to take a small scoop here and just make some balls. And I'm going to kind of flatten them a little bit so it's really kind of more like small patties. Just like this. All right, so I'm actually going to cover the falafel with some plastic wrap, and I'm going to let it sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So while my falafel is in the refrigerator resting, I'm going to whip up some tzatziki sauce. Super easy. Let me show you how to make it. All right, so what I have here is just a container of plain Greek yogurt. And I'm going to add that to a bowl. And then what I have here is some grated cucumber. Now I did squeeze the water out of it so it's not as wet. And this is around 1/4 of a cup. And I'm going to mince a couple garlic cloves. And I have 1/2 of a lemon here. And I'm gonna juice that maybe around 1 to 2 tablespoons. Also has some fresh parsley, and I'm going to chop it up. So adding the chopped parsley. All right, I'm also going to add some dried dill. Maybe about a half of a teaspoon. And I'm going to give a pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper. And just give it a stir. Okay guys, it has been 30 minutes and I am heating up some canola oil in a cast iron skillet because it's time to fry up these delicious little fritters. All right, here they go. All right, so they are looking done, nice and golden brown. Just gonna remove them and place them onto a baking tray that I've lined with aluminum foil and placed a cooling rack on top. So you can absolutely just dip your falafel fritters into the tzatziki and eat them just like that, and they're delicious. But since I just made some homemade pita bread, I'm going to make a falafel sandwich using this pita bread. So let me show you how to put it together. All right, so I have some romaine lettuce, and I'm just going to put this lettuce down inside of my pita, along with a slice of tomato. I'm gonna cut this falafel in half. Just look at that. So I think 1.5 will be good per sandwich. All right, then you gotta add this tzatziki sauce. It is key to this sandwich. Just look at that. All right, guys, here goes. Oh, man. That falafel is so light and airy, full of flavor. Oh, this is a delicious sandwich. Well, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.